What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the weekly warehouse preview. Got some fun discs and accessories to show you today. Let's hop right into it. We're gonna start in our back aisle here with a little Trilogy, and then we're gonna talk a little gyro. So Trilogy, a couple molds I wanna shout out today. First, the Compass, super underrated mid-range. I don't think this gets thrown into the category with like the buzzes and rocks and all that of the world, but when Ricky was with Latitude in particular, he relied on this disc a lot. I believe Kristen throws one from time to time. They're great in this opto plastic. They're not quite as overstable as maybe a rock. I would compare it more to the stability of a buzz. Really comfy in the hand. They fly pretty straight with a nice reliable fade at the beginning, and then they beat in to just a really straight disc. We've got them in opto plastic, and yeah, quite a few different colors right now, and it looks like we have one more in this frost plastic, which is the softer one as well. Love the Compass. I bagged one for quite a while. Another mold I want to touch on. Last week we were talking about the easy to throw molds. We touched on the Sapphire. Well, this here is the Jade. This is one step down from the Sapphire, the 9-speed in the easy to use driver line. Just got a bunch of these back in stock. This is another one of those discs that I'd recommend for somebody's first like faster driver because they're lightweight, the rim isn't too uncomfortably wide, and you can still get a ton of distance out of these things. Like if you are just learning to throw further shots, you have a lower arm speed. If you're a junior player, this is a tremendous disc, and if you're more advanced, this is still going to be a great disc for doing hyzer flips, getting some awesome lines out of. So yeah, check out the Jade, and then one more disc I'm going to show you from Trilogy. This is actually okay, this is super topical. So this is a really cool like dragon stamped hybrid Raider. Let me tell you why I'm excited about this disc. So I've had a hybrid Raider in my bag for the better part of like 3 or 4 years, an orange one. And yesterday, before going out to shoot, I knew we had these discs in stock. I hadn't grabbed one, even though they feel like just like the orange one I had before I beat it in. But yesterday morning, I was like, you know what? I should probably grab one of these and set it aside, just because what if I lose my hybrid Raider? I'm gonna wish I had one to replace it with. Went out to shoot yesterday, lost it. Lost it, buried in the leaves. Now, to be fair, I've lost it like 3 times and it always comes back. But this time I even told the camera if somebody finds it, they should just keep it. So it looks like I'm gonna be bagging one of these. So if you wanna join me and put a hybrid Raider in your bag, we can wear in our hybrid Raiders together and watch them grow. Because here's the thing, the good news about this disc for me especially is it doesn't take super long of throwing it, at least for me, because when I have a new Raider in my bag, I just throw it a lot. But it'll beat into a hyzer flip disc pretty quickly, and then it just stays there. I mean, the one I've had for 2 years, it's probably flown exactly the same. So definitely check these out. It is like such an awesome blend of plastic. Hybrid, for those of you who don't know, is Lucid and Fusion blended. So it's slightly more opaque than like normal Lucid plastic, but it still has that durability, but it has a little more added grip as well. It just feels awesome in the hand. So check out the hybrid Raider. All right. And talk a little bit of MVP, Axium, all that. First, we're gonna go non-gyro here. This is the pitch right here from Axiom. This is a glow one. They did like a total solar eclipse version, so it's in the Eclipse plastic. This is like a newer one of like their catch style discs, basically. Has that lid feel to it, super fun. It's really cool they did these in all Eclipse, because if you've never thrown the Glitch or like a Spore, any of those like catch lid style discs, they're great for on the course, but they're also great for playing catch with. And this is one that you could use at night because Eclipse plastic glows like crazy. So if you're looking for an awesome catch disc to have for just all around, or something that you just want to use on the course or in a glow round, this is an awesome option. We have a few of these left. And something that's really cool about these is they glow different colors. So we have like white, purple, green, and blue, I think. But they literally glow a different color based on what they put in it. So you can go on the site and pick out which one, like what glow color you want, which is really awesome. I've never seen that before, at least intentionally. Next thing I want to talk about is the time lapse. We have a few of the time lapses in stock. I'm not sure how many people have given this a try. The Proto came out and it was obviously very sought after. It was really expensive. Not a lot of people threw them. Those that did found that they were really overstable, such as myself. The stock ones are not the same disc. They are much more forgiving. Brand new, they're still overstable, but you can get a little bit of turn out of them if you throw them hard with a little bit of anhyzer. They push further on hyzer. They're actually like one of my favorite distance drivers in the last few years that's come out. Like I think this disc could win like a disc of the year type thing. It is really that good. It's super comfortable in the hand. I really love the Timelapse. I think they just knocked it out of the park with this disc. If you haven't tried it yet, we have a few left. I'd really recommend getting your hands on one of these because I put it in my bag just to kind of be like, haha, I have a Timelapse in my bag. It was kind of a hype disc at the time. And now it's become one of my go-to distance drivers. I look to throw it on every hole. So it really does rock. Last disc I'm gonna mention, bag it up. We're talking about the Crave because we have a bunch right now. These are Eclipse Craves, which are sweet because they have some awesome swirly rims on the end there. I haven't messed around with the Crave a ton, but it is one of the most popular fairway drivers on the market at just in general. And MVP throwers, if you ask them about discs, like the Crave is one they go to a lot. It's just a really awesome straight fairway driver. They start out with maybe just a little bit of flip, but they go pretty straight. And then as you beat them in, they just become a hyzer flip just machine. The Crave is such an awesome disc and very, very underrated in my opinion. So yeah, a lot of awesome things going on here. Check out the Trilogy. Make sure to check out those MVP and Axium molds I just mentioned as well. All right, over here at the drop shelf, gonna show you the latest and greatest over here on the drop shelf. First, cast of class. We've got the Nord, a brand new disc here. It's a 5-speed mid-range, very overstable. Through this yesterday. I would compare it to like a Quake from DGA. Buzz OS is probably a really good comparison. As far as the diameter of the disc especially, I would say Buzz OS is very accurate. Does have a little bead on the bottom, so that's a little different. But yeah, nice disc from Castleblast. Probably an upgrade from like their Yarn, which is like their 4-speed in this. And so this is a bit quicker, but still really overstable. And then a disc I think a lot of people will be really excited about. We've got the Berg X and the K1 Soft here. This is a more overstable Berg. And let me tell you, it is quite overstable. I threw one of these as well. They go left very hard. So if this is, I'm sure, going to be very popular for all you Berg throwers. You're probably very excited to get your hand on the Berg X. We've got a few in stock. Make sure to grab one tonight because, yeah, this is an actually overstable Berg. It's not just slightly, it's considerably more overstable. Next thing we'll talk about, we got a new disc brand out there, manufactured by MVP. So you know the plastic's gonna be good. This is Jester Discs, okay? And we've got the Peace Train, the Love, and the Dreamweaver. Pretty cool stamps on there. Kind of psychedelic looking stamps. Nice little swirls from the MVP. So they got a mid-range here, the Peace Train. This reminds me the most of like the Mustang from Mint. It feels kind of just like a straight mid-range. Feels great. Feels absolutely fantastic. They're giving it a 5.4 -2.1, so maybe it's a little more understable than that. But yeah, feels great in the hand. Should be a nice straight mid-range. The Dreamweaver. Now this is interesting. They're giving it a 7.5 -1, and then you can see like the dial is between the 1 and the 2. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but if it was, that's an interesting way to do like a half point, because I don't think. Yeah, I guess that's just how they kind of did their half, which is kind of fun. Honestly, I like that. It looks like a kind of a slot machine there. This is in shimmer plastic. Another cool stamp. This feels great as well. I'd compare this to like a Grackle from Mint. I'm just comparing it to Mint because same plastic, so that's easy to do. And then we have the Love here in the taffy plastic. They have really fun names for that. This one's a 2301. I would compare this to kind of like the Bullet from Mint is most similar feel. This is like I said, if you like throwing all these new brands that are coming out of the same plastic ecosystem, you're probably going to try them mostly for like maybe different molds, but also just the different designs and names you get to try out. And they have a cool theme going, so you can definitely vouch for the quality of these molds and plastics because it's being made by MVP and they do a great job. But yeah, check out Jester Disc. I really like it. I like the designs they've gone. I think these will be popular. It's been a little while since I've done a DGA shout out, but we have some molds in stock right now I want to talk about. First and foremost, the Rift. Okay, the Rift, these are actually Katrina Allen Tour Series ones as well. We recently got a bunch of these in because they were in one of our monthly subscription boxes, and it just reminded me of how awesome this disc was. Definitely a disc that's going to find its way back into my bag eventually. I have so many discs to choose from, but this disc is amazing. Brand new, they hyzer flip to flat and go really, really far. They're one of the furthest flying mid-ranges I've thrown. And I love it. I think these discs are so underrated. They really are awesome. Big fan of the Rift. The mid-ranges from DJI are just absolutely insane. Some other discs I'll mention, they've got the Bonsai right now, which is a pretty awesome 8-speed. I thought it was a 9-speed with a little bit of stability to it. We've got Aftershocks, that's like a little more stable mid than the Rift. Let's see what else we have here. We've got, it looks like a couple Quakes left, a bunch of Steadies. I putted with Steadies a couple years ago. Great putter. You can get them with the bead or without. Love the Steady. The Squall, this is another really cool disc because these are 6 speeds, which you don't see a ton, and they just fly really straight. It's great for if you just want a little faster mid-range. Check out DJI, man. This is Discraft manufactured plastic, but their molds really kind of fit in slots that Discraft doesn't have necessarily, and I've found quite a few of them to be very useful. So definitely check out DJI. They have a lot of fun stuff. Got some really cool apparel and accessories to tell you about. Don't just click off because we're done with the discs. These are actually brand new and very exciting. First thing, we got new patches and a whole bunch of them, okay? We've got in the bag patches, we've got Yuli Horse patches, Bogey Bro patches, and these ones are really cool because they're smaller, you can stack them. We've got more Dark Horse patches, Tour Life patches, American Flag Dark Horse patches, and new grip lock patches. So all new patches to put on your disc golf bag. Really awesome. Love the new designs. It's such a fun way to dress up your bag. If you haven't really thought about accessorizing your disc golf bag, and maybe you don't care, that's fine. But I found that it can be a lot of fun, and you can do it with things like patches that aren't too expensive. We have some new apparel as well I want to talk about. A few different podcast shirts to start here. We have these in different colors, so this isn't the only one we offer, but this is a grip lock shirt. Ooh, a nice Comfort Colors tees. We've also got a Tour Life shirt here. Like I said, all these come in different colors. These are some of my favorites. Got the awesome Tour Life. I think that looks really great on there. And then a couple different things here. We've got a Bogey Bros shirt with kind of our different Bogey Bros logo there. Pretty neat. All these are in that Comfort Colors t-shirt. And then last but not least, we're bringing back a windbreaker we ran in our first apparel drop we ever did years and years ago. This is kind of our two-toned, like gray quarter zip windbreaker with the embroidered logo on there. This was a favorite. We haven't brought it back in a long time. Well, we have them in stock again. So if you want to get them, now's a good time because it might be a few years before they come back in stock, depending on how people like them. But yeah, so we have some really cool new apparel. We're really trying to put a focus on that right now. So make sure to check out that section. Other than that, that's all we got for this week's weekly warehouse preview. Make sure to check out all the things going down at foundationdisc.com tonight.